Hi everyone, my name is Lori Fry and I'm coming to you from the Tulsa Botanic Garden. Today I'm going to show you some of the plants we have for sale in our fall sale. We're just going to talk about some of the house plants today. We haven't received our pansies yet or any of the other things, but you can see pictures of those on our website, tulsabotanic.org, and just go to the plant sale. First plant we've got our little air plants. And these little guys, we have too many. They're driving me insane. And we just need them out of the greenhouse. All of these, it'll be my choice which one you get, but they will all be nice and big and healthy. And I know it says small on there, but they're anything but small. These go for $10. I love these little guys. They're really easy to take care of. You can hang them up in your bathroom. You can put them in a picture frame. Put them on top of your piano. Throw them in the sink once a week. Water them and they're happy. All right, next on our list, one of my personal favorites, spotted begonias, and some of them are blooming right now, which is, you don't see blooms on them very often, but got really cool little silver spots all over the leaves. Just a neat little plant, pretty easy to take care of. Water them a couple times a week and they're good to go. Those go for $12. Let's see. Next on our list is a really neat little spider plant. This cultivar is called Bonnie. I won't charge you extra for the dead leaf. Bonnie is a curly spider plant, and it's just really unusual. Just got that really cool variegated color and just cool little, just a neat little plant. Easy to take care of. Water them once or twice a week, and they're happy as they can be. Those are 12, and then next is Golden Globe. This one has a kind of an unusual color. It literally glows. It has really shiny leaves, really easy to take care of, just like Bonnie, just like any other spider plant. You can put them in a hanging basket. You can leave them in this little pot. Water them once or twice a week, and they're happy as they can be. Let's see. Next, we've got some extra turmeric, and these go for $5. They're in a quart. You might be able to keep it inside over the winter, but a lot of people use these in cooking, spices, some other things, but we had a few extra and I thought I'd just offer some of those for sale. There's some turmeric. Let's see. Fern leaf cactus. These have a lot of common names. This is actually Epiphyllum chrysocardium, and they have a really kind of a cool flower, kind of like our night blooming series. Oh, he's getting ready to bloom. Look at that. They bloom usually in the evenings or at nighttime. This one, if I remember correctly, has a pink and white flower on it. They're really easy to take care of. You just don't overwater them and they'll live forever. These are really neat little plants. We've had one in the greenhouse for as long as I've been here, over 6 years. They're really neat. Those go for 12. Trying to get through all of these pretty quick. Some of our little ivies. This one's Jade. You don't see the solid green very often. Everybody loves the variegated ones, but the green ones grow a lot faster than the variegated plants, just because they're able to produce food faster because they have more green on them. These are really healthy plants, really easy to take care of. Put them in your house somewhere, water them a couple times a week, and enjoy them. Those go for 12. Let's see. After that one, we've got, ooh, this is a cool one. This one is the flame violet, and it's got a couple of yuck on it, but get those leaves off. These are really neat little plants. They're really easy to grow and take care of. You can actually cut that little piece off right there, put it in the dirt, and you got a new one. They're easy to propagate. They've got really shiny leaves. You can see some of the shine that's on there. Easy to take care of. They're not like an African violet in regards to how finicky they are, but they've just been sitting over there on the bench growing, and I don't really have any bad things to say about them. They're just an easy plant to grow, and if you want an indoor plant that has some pretty flowers, this is a good one. Let's go for 12. Let's see, Hoya Carry Eye. Now usually on the Hoya Carry Eye, you see these as a single leaf, in a pot around Valentine's Day. Unfortunately, with the single leaf, the leaf will live basically forever in the dirt, but it will not grow a new plant. That's why I propagated off of one of our plants, and we're offering just some of the regular plants for you guys so you can actually grow one. Our mother plant is too big to get off the bench and bring over here, but these are really cool little Hoyas. I've never seen one bloom personally. I think they take a few years to actually bloom, but they're really easy to grow. They're pretty maintenance free, and we water ours we have them on one of the dry benches, water them about once a week maybe. Easy to grow. Those go for 12. And my favorite Hoya right here in Madison, this one's blooming. Hoya Bella. And that one's getting ready to pop open. This Hoya is so nice. They bloom like crazy. So if you don't want to wait around like the Hoya Carry Eye a few years to get it to bloom, this is the best Hoya. I cannot say enough good things about this Hoya. The blooms are beautiful. They're easy to grow. They're not finicky like some Hoyas, and they will just bloom their little heads off. They don't care much about anything. Most of the plants will be about this size. I know they're a little lopsided, but I wanted to make sure that most of the plants were blooming. That's why I haven't cut them back, so that's a nice one. One of my favorites. Let's see. Succulents. Here, look at this little guy. These are little jelly bean succulents. As you can see, why it's called jelly bean succulents, because each of the little leaves look like jelly beans. It's a neat one. Those go for 5. And then flapjack succulent. This one has 100 different common names, but this is actually a kalanchoe. Some people call them kalanchos, but the correct pronunciation is kalanchoe. These are really easy to grow. I have a bunch of these in hanging baskets, and even at the small size, by this time next year, you will have a big, beautiful pot full of these, and they go crazy. They're really neat, really easy to grow. Love those. Those are 5. Let's see. All right, Madison, if you'll come down here, we have some various colors, some blues and greens and purples on all of the succulents. So whichever one you decide you want, whichever color you decide you want, we will just pick one of these, and these are the purples. Let's see. These 3 are the blues, and then these 2 are the greens. So greens, blues, and the purples. We will just pick one of those out, the biggest, healthiest one we have, and we'll put that in your plant pickup. And remember, when you order your plants, make sure you pick a pickup time and date. And if for some reason you can't make it, just call the garden and we'll be able to rearrange that for you. Let's see. Go down my list here. All right, we have a Monstera, a good old Swiss cheese plant. Got a few of these in some baskets, and they're ready to go. I won't charge extra for that weed in there. Now this is not the big Monstera, but this is a smaller Swiss cheese plant. We found that they do better in hanging baskets than they do just in regular pots, because if they have that room to really grow and kind of fall off the side, they do pretty well. These are really easy to grow. I water these. These take a little more water, probably 3 times a week, depending on how dry your house is. But here in the greenhouse, where it's obviously nice and warm and humid, they do pretty well. Good little plant. These baskets go for 20. All right, let's see. The prickly pear cactus. Now, everybody's familiar with the prickly pear cactus. Not everybody knows that there's a variegated cultivar, and it's mostly spineless. And I don't have any, rub my hand across it, no spines on it. Just a really neat little cactus. I would recommend keeping these indoors in the winter. They're only borderline hardy here. I had 10 that sat outside during the winter, and only one of them survived. It actually did survive the negative temperatures, but I would recommend bringing these in the winter. These are great little plants. You can cut these back. All you have to do is just twist off each of the little pancakes, as we call them, and they shape it however you want it. Neat little plant. Okay. We'll have a bunch of pansies in our sale, but as I said, we don't have any of those available. We will have one mix called the Oklahoma City Thunder Mix that is specially made by Sedan Floral up in Sedan, Kansas, who provides us with our pansy mixes, and that'll be a purple and orange. It's a really neat mix. We're really excited about that one. Next on the list is the Petalanthus technoloides. I don't really know what to do with this plant. It's just cool to look at. I mean, I can't describe it. It has really neat little stems that are variegated. The leaves are variegated. They're just neat little plants. I don't really know what to do with it. It doesn't flower, but I have two at home that just sit in the window. It's a great little plant to have as a talking point, but you know, if you're into weird plants, this is definitely one to put on your list. Those go for $12. Let's see, get over there. All right, what do we got next? Watermelon Pepperomia. There's a neat little Pepperomia. These actually are called watermelon Pepperomia because obviously they look like little watermelons. They have really cool little leaves on them. They grow like crazy. Easy to take care of. Mostly pest free. Occasionally we'll have a few pests on them, but it's never so much that it's a problem here in the greenhouse. Usually just a quick wash off with water and they're good to go. But these are easy to grow, easy to take care of. They're not real finicky, and good little plant. Those are $12. Next on our list is Columbia. This is Pepperomia Metallica. It's called Metallica because the leaves are shiny like metal. You can see it in there. And underneath, they are red. It's kind of a neat one. Uh-oh, get through the rest of this before we get sprayed with the sprinklers outside. All right, talk about three of our philodendrons real quick here. We have Mycans, Brazil, and just the regular Hederaceum, the green. These are all three just your regular ivy philodendrons. This is the velvet leaf or the Mycans. That's a really neat one. It has kind of a cool, the underneath side is a red color. This one's variegated, and then the regular green. I cannot say enough good things about the green. If you want an ivy that's going to grow faster, if you want something that'll fill in like on a bookshelf or somewhere in your house a lot quicker, I definitely recommend getting the green. They're really easy to grow. I really don't have anything bad to say about them. They're just good little plants. Each of these go for $12. And all of these will come with a saucer, and they do have holes in the bottom of these pots. But I will include a saucer with each of these. All right, let's go on to another plant that is called a Swiss cheese plant, but it's completely different from our basket here. Let's just put it side by side to compare. This one has more of the leaves that are cut into, and these have the holes in the leaves, but they're both called, the common name is Swiss cheese plant. That's one reason why I don't like to use common names around here, because which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the Monstera, or are you talking about the Rapidoptera? So I've got just a few of these available, and then I've got a few of the baskets available too. Really easy to grow. These tend to take more, if you have like a moss pole or a totem pole you can put them on. They tend to grow more along the ground or up a pole, and then these tend to kind of just flop and do their own thing. So there's those two. Oops. All right, some of our Sansevierias, some of my favorite babies. All right, I will have a few of the Bansal Sensation, and that's this guy, and kind of the really pretty white stripes. And then we've got the Gray Lady, and these are some of the taller forms. And then here's Silver Queen. I love the silver forms. They're just really neat little plants. You could put these in a closet and forget about them for 2 months and pull them out, and they're like, okay, I forgive you. Let's see. All right, here's more of the bird's nest types. This is silver marginated. My tag fell out of that one. I'll have to figure out what you are. And we got Twisted Sister. This one's a really neat one, kind of like Bonnie's. Got that really curly leaf. Kind of a neat little guy there. And then we've got Silver Frost. Silver Frost has a few colors in it. Kind of that frosted in the middle, and it's got the speckles on the variegation on the outside, and then the yellow streak up the middle. And let's see, what else do we have here? All right, and right here we've got an orchid. This is the vanilla orchid. This is a really easy to grow orchid. It'll have kind of a yellowish white flower on it. I keep these in a hanging basket because they kind of go crazy. They don't grow like a regular, one of the regular orchids that you see that you get like at a grocery store or something. These kind of go crazy. We started off small, so you guys can pick out what pot you want on those. Those go for, I don't have it on here. I think those go for 10. Yep, those go for 10. And then one that I missed a minute ago, this is the Barbados Lily. I don't have a picture, I don't have any that are flowering right now, but this is related to the amaryllis. It kind of has an orangey red flower. This is a species plant. And if you want to see a picture of the flower, you can just go to our website under the sales, and there's a link to the pictures. It's a really neat one. And my favorite right here, this little guy. This is Philodendron Solomon. Now there's a couple different sizes. They're all of these are 15. This is a tree philodendron or lacy leaf philodendron. However you want to call it, they're all Philodendron Solomon. And these are really neat little plants, easy to grow. You need a little bigger space for these to grow in, but they're good little plants. And yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to email us, info@tulsabotanic.org, or you can email me personally, lfry@tulsabotanic.org, and I can answer any questions you have. And if you'd like a chance to shop first, feel free to go to tulsabotanic.org, and if you become a member, you have an opportunity to shop first. Thanks so much.